The Tennessee Titans engineered a second-half rally Sunday that evoked visions of the Super Bowl contender the Titans hopes to be. They erased a 24-9 halftime deficit to force overtime and stun the Seattle Seahawks 33-30 to avoid falling to 0-2 for the first time since 2012. Randy Bullock made 4 field goals, including the game-winning 36-yard attempt in overtime. Here are 3 quick takeaways. Adeniyi with key sack. Titans outside linebacker Ola Adeniyi sacked Russell Wilson as the Seahawks were deep in their own territory, forcing a Seattle punt at its own 1. Tennessee started its final drive at the Seattle 48 and worked its way to the 18-yard line, where kicker Randy Bullock, who was making his Titans debut, drilled the game-winning 36-yard field goal. Derrick Henry brilliant. Titans star running back Derrick Henry had 35 carries for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. He added another 6 catches on 6 targets for 55 yards, giving him 237 total yards from scrimmage. Tennessee rode him late in the second half as it staged its comeback and into overtime. It marked the latest brilliant showing from Henry on the road. In his 16 previous regular season road games entering Sunday, Henry rushed for 20 scores and more than 2,000 yards. Titans secondary gashed despite wind. The Titans secondary gave up 3 plays of more than 50 yards, including 2 touchdowns of more than 60 yards, a 63-yard score to Seahawks star receiver Tyler Lockett in the first quarter, and a 68-yard TD to second-year pro Freddie Swain, who had no Titans defender within 15 yards of him on his score. Tennessee's secondary, which has only one returning starter safety Kevin Byard from last year, was also worked in the season-opening loss to Arizona. The Titans gave up the second most passing touchdowns in the NFL last season. Up next, the Titans 1-1 return home next week to kick off AFC South play at noon CT against the Indianapolis Colts 0-2 at Nissan Stadium.